One day I kicked a pebble in the road just to see where it goes. I figure it'll lose its energy eventually and stop to roll. The decade was the 90s, my house was playing rock and roll, but I caught DMX on TRL and listened to him flow. Now granted, I was too young to fully understand it. The black American struggle through institutionalized famine. The need for getting green up on the streets just to ensure you and your family has something warm to eat. I grew up with privileged skin. I could've clicked on past it with my remote control and ignored it, but I got inspired by the passion. I remember a young Michael dancing in the mirror with a beanie and a bandana bobbing his head. His mom would catch him, he got embarrassed, but it's nothing to be embarrassed about now. I just had to learn to say the shit out loud. Call young Mike a wankster, call him a loser, call him a wigger. I call him a youth at NYC, inspired by the bigger picture. Sometimes it can be hard, trying to keep your mind right, keep your head on tight in this cold, conflicted world. Sometimes it can be hard, trying to keep your mind right, keep your head on tight in this cold, conflicted world. I see the same pebble in the road. The year is 2004. The pebble is now a rock. I'm surprised it kept its role. Playing at punk shows with my down for life bros, except that one hoe who hits hoes. Moment of silence for unrecognized victims in a world where TV tells you that's just how shit gets done. I see through the cliches in the sitcom world replays, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't still waiting to see me play up on that big screen. Now the year's 2010, I'm underground near top of a big scene, but crunkcore was taking me nowhere. A dropper who gave up his life for music, and I'm pulling out my own hair. But lo and behold, a few years later, I'm making paper, producing for a bunch of minors and a couple majors. I'm thinking it's looking up at bills. They ain't saying such. My rock turned into a boulder. My right shoulder is now crushed. Sometimes it can be hard, trying to keep your mind right, keep your head on tight in this cold, conflicted world. Sometimes it can be hard, trying to keep your mind right, keep your head on tight in this cold, conflicted world. One day I kicked a half of a pebble in the road. It was 1996, the year of the blizzard of 96. Joey, Ace, and Mikey was the clique. Never thought I'd kick flip when I couldn't even ollie. I still keep that in my mind when hard times try to haunt me. 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 I won't let my past mistakes cost me. Back when I was decked out in safety pins, chilling with Adrian, I never knew that I would potentially one day be slick. I'm an atheist, don't believe in shit nowadays but money. And we all know that money's godless, but still sip satanic honey. In other words, these hard times still try to haunt me. These hard times still try to haunt me. These hard times still try to haunt me, but I just think of my kick flips and what giving up my life would cost me. Sometimes it can be hard, trying to keep your mind right, keep your head on tight in this cold, conflicted world. Sometimes it can be hard, trying to keep your mind right, keep your head on tight in this cold, conflicted world. In this cold, conflicted